And welcome to this week's Thursday Thoughts. I'm Sarah Hammaker, and I'm glad you joined me. Today I want to talk about the victory of failure. What do I mean by that? Can failure really be a victory? Simply, yes. Children need to experience pain and discomfort in order to properly negotiate life. Oftentimes we try to mitigate that pain and frustration in our children's lives because it hurts and it's sometimes very messy to see. But children who don't learn how to handle pain and disappointment are the ones who grow up to become young adults who often fail to launch after college or even who drop out of college without finishing their degree. Here's how we can safely let our children fail. Stop helping with homework. Instead of hovering around your child while he does his homework, ignore him. If he asks for help, tell him you want him to struggle a little bit on his own. Most of the time, the child just wants an easy way out of solving a difficult problem. When we let our kids do their own homework, we set them up for success or failure on their own, and thus building self-confidence and perseverance. Let her get the grades her work deserves. So many times we want our children to succeed academically even when they don't put in the effort. I remember visiting one time our second graders had to do this Indian themed diorama. They were studying Native Americans. My kids did their own little teepee out of sticks they found in the yard. I mean, it looked like a second grader did it. We show up at the bus stop and this other little girl had this like picture perfect little clay animals on this gorgeous green thing. I mean, it was obvious that mom had a heavy hand in that. And you could see it on her face. The little girl was like, yeah, this is my diorama. Or my kids were like, my daughter was like, oh, I did this. Just that knowing that they did it, they got the grade they deserve. And that's important. Take a step back. If you see your kids struggling with something, don't jump in right away. Let them struggle a little bit. Things should not always be easy for our kids. They need to learn that they have to practice the piano in order to play well. They need to practice kicking a soccer ball. They also know that they're not going to tie their shoes on the first try. Practice over and over. Let them do it on their own. And share our own failures. When our kids see how we handle life's disappointments, they learn how they can. I recently, in my past writing, I've had, I get rejections from editors. I write romantic suspense fiction, and yeah, I've been rejected, and I've shared that with them, and I let them see, hey, this kind of hurt because I wanted this particular book to get with this particular publisher, but also, yeah, I'm going to try again. That I'm not defeated by this, that I can have a disappointment and go on. So sharing our disappointment, our own failures, really helps them see that it's not the end of the world. So there is victory in failure. I encourage you to find that victory with your own kids today.